Yeah. I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship rehab.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Revin, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'ma talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things. You know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby.
Relationship rehab.
Like, share, subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link.
To United Guns of America.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't the first ones, and y'all ain't the last ones. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' grow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world, blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just want to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and yes, we are back one more again with another episode of the Relationship Rehab. I am so excited for tonight. I'm so excited. I'm ready to get into it, and I think that it would work a lot better if the camera was on. There we go. What's good, everybody? I want to send a shout out to all of my peoples that's willing to join me on this late night. It's getting late. Why you have to be here beside me on this show? I sure appreciate y'all. Look, I must say that I have to give you all a word of advice because I have not been what do they call it? Taking my own medicine or adhering to my own advice. So I went to the gun range today and I was getting in a little rifle work. I was adjusting my sights on my not my sights, but I was adjusting the laser on my my house gun. And I realized that the last two times I had went shooting, I had not cleaned my rifle. And I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And today I really realized how bad it was when I was trying to actually shoot my gun and kept wondering, like, why does my rifle keep like being so, it just didn't feel right when I was hitting the safety, when I was pulling back the charging handle. It just didn't feel right. And I realized, you lazy son of a bitch, you ain't cleaned your rifle in about almost, it's been at least 10, 11 months. Easy 10, 11 months. So the word for today, or the message of today, is please clean your hardware. Your firearm is only as good as you treat it. So make sure that y'all are cleaning your firearms. I know that I need to do better, and I don't want y'all to have to go through what I went through. And just experiencing poor performance with such a lovely firearm, it is a disgrace, and it should never happen. But with that being said, just make sure that y'all go ahead and take care of your rifles. Make sure that you clean your rifles so that you don't have any type of performance hindrances or issues. And that is today's lesson. Now, moving right along to my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
All right, so please make sure that y'all click that like button. I know it's a late show, and I know that some of y'all are maybe up, but then others of y'all have gone on to sleep. But I said I just wanted to go live today. I was doing some other stuff. I almost fooled around and did an update. I got 2 updates that I need to do, but I said if I do it tonight and something go wrong, I ain't gonna go live. So I didn't do it. I was smart this time. Y'all know plenty of other times I've been like, oh, let me just click the update. I'm gonna just get it going, and I'll get the update going, and then everything goes to shit, and I spend 2 hours getting all my shit right again. Well, not today. I was smart enough to bypass it and said, nope, I'm doing my show. So that's why we here. Without further ado, I want to get right into what's happening. So, my city, Chicago. Sweet home, Chicago. Yes, indeed. Chicago, Chicago, that toddling town. Yes, I would have to say that the mayor, or what some of you all call as Auntie Lori Lightfoot, has done it again. She's truly found a way to outdo herself. And not that, politicians do say dumb things, but then there's some things where I believe that politicians just go too far. And in this instance, she not only did that, but in my opinion, I feel as though this is one of those moments where this truly shows how the double standard and how women get away with so much shit. They get away with so much shit. And it's like when men, or us as men, we always have to, oh man, that's a female. Oh man, quit crying like that. Oh man, that ain't nothing, man. I mean, sometimes you just gotta let a woman be a woman. When we get into that, this is one of those things where I hate the fact that the equality that everybody says that they want, we don't have it. Because had a man said this, whatever political career he thought he was going to have or he was having would have been over. It just would have been over. It would have been a wrap. The fact that even with Donald Trump talking about how he grabbed women by the pussy, and that was way back in the day when he said it, but the fact of the matter is it was brought back up, and people were literally saying, the media was saying that he was unfit to be a president because of the verbiage that he used, because of the language that he used. Well, if that is so, then how come the same standard isn't being applied or even said? It's not even being said about what Lori Lightfoot has said. So, for those of you who may not know who Lori Lightfoot is, I have a wonderful picture that I can show you guys so you can see it. Now, a lot of people spend their times talking crazy about Lori and all this kind of stuff, but I'm going to show you a picture of Lori Lightfoot. This is Lori Lightfoot. She is the mayor of Chicago. She has been the mayor for a little bit over, 2-3 years now? Yeah, this has got to be year 3, going into year 4. She should soon be up for re-election. And yes, this is Lori. Now, with that being said, her being the mayor, I believe that, there are certain things that you can and can't say. I understand that. Being a politician, I understand the freedom of speech. But then there's some things that I think you're going too far, and it gets to a point to where you're being disrespectful. And I think that's what she did here. I really do. I really think that's what she did here. What y'all laughing for? What's so funny? Well, I don't get it. Somebody type in the chat what's so funny. So I don't know. But needless to say, I mean, y'all disagreeing with my picture? Okay, boo. All right, see? Now y'all know that Let me show you. Let me show you, man. Look. Okay. All right. Now, I'm gonna get my shit together. Y'all think that this, because some people may think that this is an unfair picture. Okay, let me show you the other picture that I have. And then you can let me know what y'all think, because I believe that's an accurate account. But here we go. Yep. Tell me what the motherfucking difference is. Y'all tell me if there's a difference. That's all I'm asking. If there is a difference, I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me if there is a difference. Let me know. Just let me know if there is a difference. Because I don't believe that there is. Except for the fact that the picture, that's her in the daytime, inside the city hall. That's her in the daytime, inside City Hall. And the next picture you're going to see is her at night, on her way home. And it may have been close to midnight, and it could have even been something lurking in the dark. Or it could have been the moonlight. I'm just saying. Just take a look and you let me know. But I'm just saying. And if you saw her out there on the streets, you might start to scream as horror looks you in the eye. I'm just saying. Man, y'all know that bitch look like this, man. I ain't even about to argue with y'all. I'm just not. Y'all know that this bitch look just like zombie Michael Jackson Thriller. Y'all know this bitch do. You act like you don't, I'm telling you. It's either that or she looks like a very old picture of Blair Underwood. One of the two. That's it. So fuck what you're talking about. Hey, there it is. Now, getting back to what I was saying, this video that y'all about to hear is basically a group of lawyers that apparently did something to upset her, and she's on a Zoom conference call and goes de-fuck off. Yes, she goes de-fuck off on these lawyers. So without further ado, let's do this. Let me get my volume right. There we go.
New at 5, a defamation lawsuit filed against the city of Chicago and Mayor Lori Lightfoot. The politically explosive complaint alleging Lightfoot blocked a potential compromise with Italian Americans over the controversial Columbus statue.
Some of the explicit language in the court documents is raising eyebrows tonight. WGN's Julian Cruz is in Chicago's Little Italy community with reaction. Julian?
Well, Dina and Ray, Italian-American community leaders say that if the allegations are true, they're deeply disappointed with the mayor, who is accused of making extremely offensive and vulgar remarks about Italian-Americans back in October during a private Zoom session at City Hall with a Park District lawyer and others. Mayor Lightfoot, do you have anything to say? Are you going to talk to the Italian-American community? Mayor Lori Lightfoot not taking questions after a downtown event in the wake of a defamation lawsuit filed yesterday in Cook County Circuit Court on behalf of now former Park District Deputy Counsel George Smirniotis.
And I was just flabbergasted.
Community leader Ron Onesti says if the allegations are true, Chicago's mayor didn't act in good faith when it comes to delicate negotiations over last fall's Columbus parade after Italian Americans sued the city, then tried to reach a compromise with the Park District in order to display a Columbus statue at the parade for just 20 minutes.
You know, a good faith gesture would be allowing us to utilize the statue for the Columbus Day Parade because our community was bruised. We felt slapped in the face.
You may remember back in 2020, unrest over the Grant Park statue, Columbus, a controversial figure to many for what historians say was a brutal subjugation of Native Americans. As a result, Chicago's mayor ordering the removal of several Columbus statues across the city. But in what the lawsuit alleges was a profanity-laced Zoom call with the mayor last October, the Park District's deputy counsel bearing the allegedly defamatory brunt of a mayoral tirade. You bleeps, what the bleep were you thinking? She's alleged to have said. You make some kind of secret agreement with Italians. You're out there measuring your blank with.
Now there she goes. She first calls them, and I'm just saying, what would it be like if a man said this to a group of women? She first called them. She first starts off with saying, "You dicks. What the fuck were you thinking? You make some kind of secret agreement with Italians. You're out there measuring your dicks with the Italians, seeing who's got the biggest dick." That's right there. That's what she said.
The Italians, seeing who's got the biggest blank. The mayor, pictured here at today's gathering of the Council on American Islamic Relations, verbally attacking then Park District lawyer George Smirniotis on the Zoom call, according to the lawsuit. Where did you go to law?
And yes, that nigga's name is Smirniotis. It took me forever to be able to figure it out. I was reading the article trying to sound it out, and yes, it's Smirniotis.
School, she's alleged to have said. Did you even go to law school? Do you even have a law license? Smirniotis claiming that Lightfoot damaged his reputation with allegedly false and outrageous statements, calling his professional integrity into question.
A reaction is one of almost complete surprise that the mayor would use that language, referring to the Italian Americans.
Enrico Marabelli says the allegedly crude and disrespectful references to private parts, said to have been delivered by the mayor, extremely hurtful to Italian Americans.
Well, I think if we learn anything from this, we learned that if you have a conversation about privates, it doesn't always remain private.
The mayor allegedly adding, "I am trying to keep Chicago police officers from being shot, and you were trying to get them shot. My bleep is bigger than yours and the Italians, and I have the biggest bleep in Chicago."
That's what she said. Now, I would say this, just from what I know, is that how these alphabet people get down on the female side of the game. She might have one of them, just obscenely large strap-ons, which would be, in that instance, she would not be telling a lie, and she would be telling the truth and could be correct. However, I do believe that this is just flat out inappropriate. It's just like this. If you in a room and you got somebody else that wasn't the mayor talking to you like this, would you let them? Would you let somebody, if you was in a meeting with another fellow attorney, or you were just in a board meeting, or you were in a meeting with another group, would you let someone address you like this? And then this part, for her to come back and say she's trying to keep police officers from being shot. Since when, bitch? Since when? Your re-election is coming up? Because you ain't been doing shit but grilling the police at every turn, sacrificing policemen and their careers at every opportunity you can to gain favor in the media and gain favor with your super left liberals. That's all you've been doing. Anytime you got the whole entire police department, not the whole entire, but anytime you got police officers literally turning their backs to you, literally turning their backs to you, you ain't trying to do nothing for police officers. Damn sure ain't trying to keep them from getting shot. With the way that you're treating these police officers, with the mandatory vaccinations you putting in on these police officers, I don't even know how you're able to fix your lips to say it. Well, yes, I do, because you're a fucking liar. That's how you're able to say it. And you literally don't give a shit about what you say. It changes day to day. It changes whatever the moment is. That's what you do. You adjust your language so that you can basically tell the people what they want to hear and play politics every opportunity. Never genuine, never anything that's real, never anything that's from the heart. It's just straight up politics 24/7. That's it. I am trying to keep Chicago police officers from being shot. Man, please. And I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna say it even though I haven't researched it, but I'm confident enough to say it. There've never been this many police officers shot. There's never been this many police officers killed than on this mayor's watch. I'm going to step out there and say it. There's never been this many police officers shot or this many police officers that's been killed in the line of duty than this time here, than her run as mayor.
Onesti says none of this was necessary.
We're Chicagoans. That's our mayor. And for our mayor to be talking about any ethnic group or any group of people that are in her constituency to that degree, I just hope it's not true.
Now, Corporation Counsel refusing a request for comment, telling us that since this matter is now being litigated, they will not be commenting on this. And no word from George Smirnotis, who says in the lawsuit that he suffered emotional distress as a result of this incident. He was unable to perform his job, and thus he says he was forced to resign in February. In Little Italy, Julian Cruz, WGN News.
Thank you, Julian. Big
There
temperature
it
drop.
is. And I guess my thing is this. This is all over a group of Italian Americans who want to use the Christopher Columbus statue that used to be downtown in the park. I still to this day don't understand how and why that statue is torn down and the purpose of it being torn down. Like, no one knows about Christopher Columbus? Really? Really? I mean, that's really what we're going to do? And it's like we have this thing to where we say we don't want to, well, because of the things that he did, the things that he, Christopher Columbus, and I'm going to say it, Christopher Columbus ain't did shit more than any other conqueror has ever done. Talk about killing all of the people that he killed. Same shit done happened over in Africa. Same shit done happened over in Europe. Same shit done happened over in Asia. Same shit has happened all over the world. I'm just saying. I don't know why we have this thing about history to where we want to go back and erase it, when you can clearly say, and if you're talking about from a moral perspective, I mean, just about every regime, every conqueror has done something that was just horrendous. You show me a conqueror, you show me a world power that don't have blood on their hands. I'll wait on that. You show me what world power we've had ever, what civilization ever that has been at the top of the food chain doesn't have any blood on their hands. Do you think the Roman Empire ain't killed people? I don't see nobody tearing down all the Roman Empire statues. I don't see nobody tearing down the fucking Colosseum. You think you really think that the royal family over in Europe ain't got no blood on their hands? I don't see nobody tearing down Buckingham Palace. I don't see it. So it's like, why would you even think that that's something? I mean, and it's not about glorifying it. It's about acknowledging what happened. Thank you, Sko. Every flag around the world is covered with blood. I ain't going to say a little. I'm going to say with blood. A lot. Whether they first world or third world, a lot of blood. I don't understand why you feel the need to get rid of Christopher Columbus' statue. Do you? And here's my thing. Let's take it. Let's go a little bit down this road. What about Egypt? For all my pro-blacks, Odabo, all my pro-blacks out there, what would you feel if they said we should take down all of the statues of Ramses, all the statues of all of the great Egyptian pharaohs, because they was killers too? They was killers. You look at you ask Moses, hey Moses, what do you think about Ramses? And you know what Moses is gonna say about Ramses?
That thing is a killer.
It's not even armed. It's harmless.
It's a killer, and I saw it.
That's exactly what Moses would have to say about Ramses. I'm just saying, when you look at just what's happened over history, you can't just say, we're going to erase this shit forever. There is no erasing of it. There's no point in trying to erase it. It's just like even with what Napoleon did to the fucking Sphinx. He was a dick for doing that. Who the fuck are you, man, to just take, we just going to blow the noses and lips off of all of the Egyptian statues because they got African features? Some man, fuck you and your short arm, crippled arm ass. It makes no sense. If you don't like the statue, I know this is going to be a shocker, and I know that I'm thinking out the box with this. I know this. Just hear me. If you don't like the Christopher Columbus statue, don't go see it. Yeah, you hear that? Don't go see it.
Bing bang.
You don't like it? Don't go see it. Don't take a selfie with it. Don't do anything. Half of the people who were downtown who went and tied ropes around the shit and tore it down and pulled it down, literally, half of those motherfuckers probably ain't even been back down to that park. Half of those motherfuckers probably didn't even live in that city. Half of those people probably didn't even live within 10 miles of that fucking statue. But yet we got to tear it down, man. We got to tear it down. It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. To go through all of that to tear down a statue does what for who? Proves what for who? Why do we get so caught up in the little things to say, well, man, we need to tear this down. This is ridiculous. He was a killer. Half the niggas that y'all got t-shirts made for talking about rest in peace, whoever, insert name here. Half of them niggas was killers them damn selves. I know plenty of niggas that's dead today that everybody released balloons for, cried over, have yearly picnics for, all the folks get together to say we remember. Half of them niggas got bodies that they did too. But yet and still, somebody loved them. Yet and still, somebody wants to remember them. And yet and still, somebody wants to celebrate them. That's just it. If you don't like it, and I don't know why we have this thing with we want to tear down, we want to defund, we want to cancel everything that we feel we don't like. It makes no sense. If you don't like it and it ain't in your front yard, don't go see it. Don't go support it. And you don't have to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about it. It's like this. And I see what you're saying, Chris. But if you were spending more time at the George Floyd Memorial, you wouldn't spend no time. You wouldn't need to spend time worried about Christopher Columbus.
Bing bang.
Yep. The time you spending trying to get old Christopher Columbus towed down, why wouldn't you spend that time remembering George Floyd? If it's that serious. But That's what we do. We get so concerned about the things that are not of great importance that we never get around to doing those things or resolving those things or improving those things that are of great importance and can improve our lives, can improve our communities, and can improve our current situations. Right, Jim Johnson said, spend your time at the King Von mural. Go hang out there. It's like it's one of those things where it's so many things that you want to say, hey man, this person shouldn't do this, person shouldn't do that. We should tear this down, we should tear that down, we should tear all this stuff down. My thing is everything, good and bad, there has to be an account for it in history. And I'm saying like this, if you're going to account for that in history, that's just like saying this. I feel so bad about slavery that I don't never want nothing to remind me about it. I don't want to see no auction block down in Memphis. Shout out to my niggas in Memphis. I don't want to see that auction block. That make me feel some kind of way. What would people say about that? Niggas would lose their mind if they tore that shit down and said, we gonna get rid of it. We gonna go to all the museums and get rid of all the slave ships, all the chains and stuff that we have, all the slave memorabilia is gonna be destroyed. I don't like the way it make me feel, because that's essentially what you're saying about this Columbus thing. Now, am I pro-Columbus? In all honesty, I'm going to go by what the great Jay-Z said. Only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace. I could give two shits about Christopher Columbus. I really can. I can give two shits about him. Don't matter. But I do understand that to certain people, it does. I understand that. I've seen that statue by driving by or walking by. I've never stopped at it to admire it and say, oh, Columbus, man. Mr. 1492 himself. Boy, I tell you. Man, I don't give a shit about that. I just don't. So it's like, I wish that we would have this mindset to say, hey, look, that is what it is. It ain't in my front yard. It ain't in my backyard. Hey, I'm going to let them have that because it is important to some other people. And you cannot knock the fact that had it not been for that dude coming over here, because he ain't discovered this motherfucker, he just came over here, that, hey, we wouldn't be where we at today. It accounts and it means something. That's it. That's just it, man. When you go back and look, that's just like if you went over to Africa and they say all of the African kings and all of the great African civilizations, if they've ever killed somebody, we gonna get rid of them. Niggas will lose their mind. They trying to erase our history. They trying to take our history from us. Isn't that the same thing that we're trying to do here? Because of how something makes you feel, you not only you have the ability to not look at it, you have the ability to not even go and see it, you have the ability to not participate in it, but I tell you what you gonna do? I gotta get rid of it and take it away from everybody because it don't make me feel good. It's insane. It is insane. And I don't understand why we are continuously trying to keep this type of culture going and not realizing that eventually the shit is going to turn on us. That's why I said what I said, Justin. He said, how do you discover a country that had people living there already? You can't. You just finally got there, nigga. That's all that means. It is what it is. He just finally showed up. They're like, oh, you here. Hey, you visiting. But it is what it is. Now, I did have one other thing that I wanted to show y'all. And this was essentially something I saw, and it just talked about, I wanted to talk about it real quick. I was going to try to do a full show on it, but I said, nah, I think I'm just going to put it in here. And one of the things that I wanted to do is when we talk about the things that we do as people, when we talk about the things that we do as a community, when we talk about the things that we do and what we want as Black folks and all of that kind of stuff, when we talk about the things that Black folks have suffered and endured for years to come and how we have never gotten our due and all that kind of shit. Well, when you look at that, when you think about those things and then you see shit like this, it really makes you have to ask the question to say, well, do we really deserve better, or are we just getting what we deserve? And I'm gonna show you this. And as somebody would say, shout out to Ground Fish TV.
Bitch, get the fuck back from my car, bitch! Bitch, don't press with me, bitch! Get the fuck away from my car, bitch! You got me fucked up!
Ooh.
Bitch, get the fuck back from my motherfucking car!
Oh! Oh! World Star!
Now, you would think that at this point, well, maybe this woman was very upset. Maybe this woman had a real problem with something that she saw, or they got some kind of beef or some type of issue or whatever the case may be. And in her frustration and anger and trying to leave, that's what she did. She accidentally hit this other woman's car who was telling her, bitch, get out my car. Bitch, get out my car. Maybe that's what happened. So then you would think now she's tore up the door, tore up the side of the car, has turned around, and is actually going to leave now, right? Because her car is probably facing in the correct direction in which she wants to leave, and she's on her way. Well, let's see if that's what happens.
Star. Hey, cuz, you better go that way. You gonna hurt.
Oh my God!
I got all that shit recorded.
She is not playing. Please don't hit my car. Let me try to do something. She said, they jumped her.
Hey, the world star like a motherfucker.
Now you can clearly see both of them are in a space and in a position where they could clearly just fucking leave. Things got a little heated. I get it. Adrenaline's pumping. Tensions are high. And you just would think, now, let's just go. Fuck it, bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that hoe. Let's just go. Nope.
She
See this shit?
Hey, she needs to get. Hey! Hey, you need to go. You need to go. Oh, okay. Do your thing.
Yes, that nigga was trying to get her to leave so she wouldn't get caught. And you know what her response was? Bitch, I don't give a fuck.
You a crazy one, man. I'm glad I ain't got no baby mama like her. Running their house down. Hey, shit, she been trying to do. She was doing donuts in this motherfucker, hitting niggas in.
They say she pregnant some more shit.
Oh, she pregnant?
Yeah, but they said that she was the bitch in jump.
Did you hear that? I'll play it for you again.
Girl, and they
Hold
started.
tight.
Hey, shit, she been trying to do. She was doing donuts in this motherfucker, hitting niggas in.
They say she pregnant some more shit.
Oh, she pregnant?
You hear that shit?
Hey, shit, she been trying to do. She was doing donuts in this motherfucker, hitting niggas in.
They say she pregnant some more shit.
Oh, she pregnant? Hey, shit, she been trying to do. She was doing donuts in this motherfucker, hitting niggas in.
They say she pregnant some more shit.
Oh, she pregnant?
Yeah, but they said that she was the bitch in jump girl, and they started jumping.
They jumped her though. They jumped her.
And she got mad.
Yep. Oh, she pregnant? I did this so that I could say this. I showed this so that I could say this. Number one, this is why I hate niggas. I do. Say what you want. Call me a coon. Call me a self-hater. I don't give a fuck. Because anybody that's dumb enough to make excuses for this type of shit, whether you say they got, ain't no, you don't know what she was going through. She could be mentally ill. She could have some other problems. She pregnant. Her hormones is all over the place. She's not only jeopardizing the life of her unborn child, she's jeopardizing the lives of all of those people standing around. She's costing you as taxpayers thousands of dollars because that water main for that fire hydrant, oh, that's going to be fixed. And who going to pay for it? The people who get up and go to work every fucking day, the taxpayers. And like, I think that was Bread that said, bitch, car knew it in mind. Exactly. And then we'll be the first motherfuckers that bitch will be on TV. I mean, not on TV, but be on the internet talking about her car got wrecked and she got a new baby and somebody will give her a fucking car. Somebody will donate to her fucking Cash App to help her get a new car. Somebody will fucking help her get the fucking deductible to get the insurance to get that car fixed. Somebody will actually give her money for a GoFundMe to help her get a new car because they'll say she's a single mother. The fact that this woman was willing to fucking do this stupid shit, and you know, and I promise you, it ain't over nothing but some shit a motherfucker said on social media or some dick or both. Or both. That's all these niggas don't have shit else to argue over. Except for he said, she said, and some dick. That's it. They jumped on her. What the fuck are you doing showing up to a fight, getting into a fight with who for what? And then you in your fucking car, drive the fuck off. You have a baby. And I don't know which one of them hoes was fucking pregnant, but you have a baby. Just drive away. Just leave. Why would you stay and jeopardize something else to happen? Something worse to go on? I'm telling you like this.
If that was me, which it wouldn't be, coming out of that little shopping center with my car and my kids out there, I'd have shot that motherfucking car the fuck up. Bitch, you are endangering the lives of others and me and my children. And you are doing it with a deadly fucking weapon. I would have lit that fucking car the fuck up to stop that bitch. And the fact that these niggas is around, they watching this shit. They're watching it. And they think it's funny. They think it's entertaining. And they are doing it for social. They can put it up on social media, on World Star, like you heard them shouting it. They're doing it just for that purpose. Any one of them dudes could have got hurt. Any one of those ladies could have got hurt. They could have made a wrong turn and killed somebody's kid, somebody's loved one. And it's for what? She said this. They jumped on me. This bitch did this. If they jumped on you, drive the fuck off, fill out a fucking police report and get them arrested. Nah, fuck that. They just don't give a fuck about nothing, but will turn around and will be the same motherfuckers walking up and down the street and talking about Black Lives Matter. If the police would have showed up, shot one of them bitches, the very same motherfucking preachers that would have preached their funeral would have been the same ones out in the streets talking about Black Lives Matter. Say her name. So when this type of shit happens and people don't do a goddamn thing about it, don't say shit about it, don't call the police, they didn't do nothing but film it so that they could post it themselves. I'm just telling you what I know. If I don't give a shit about shit like this, then I promise you, other races don't. Because other races can't even begin to conceive this. When was the last time you seen some Asian women doing this? Some young Asian teenage thoughts doing this? When was the last time you seen it? I'll wait. When was the last time you seen some white women doing this shit? Some white girls doing this shit? Some young teenage white moms doing this shit? Just go down the road. Just go down the road. And we be the first ones talking about don't nobody care about us. Black women are the most unprotected class in America. Don't nobody protect black women. How in the fuck and who in the fuck would protect that? Why would you even think that something like that needs to be protected if all they do is drive around and destroy shit? I'm telling you like this. You have to understand that at some point or another, we have to address the fact that we are the main ones. We are the number ones destroyer of ourselves, of our communities, and of our own things. Talk all the fucking systemic racism you want. Talk about the white man, all you care to please, whatever floats your boat, talk about it. But when you want to look at the facts, when you want to look at the actual data, don't nobody, and I mean nobody on this fucking planet, do us worse than us. Nobody does us worse than us. So you can talk about we got to march and fight and we got to protest and we got to stand up. You can talk all that bullshit you want to talk. You can talk all that we need leaders. We need our black leaders. Our black leaders got to step up. We got to step up in our community. You can talk all that shit you want to talk. But until we resolve the issue of us doing this to each other, it's all for nothing. It is all for nothing. This shit was just total savagery, total carnage, total destruction of what? Our own shit
in our own fucking communities to our own fucking people. That's all we do. Even when you go and you see the shit when you see them fights that they've been rash of fights that been going on at the airports. Who's involved? It's us doing it to us, tearing up shit to our own, tearing up our own stuff to each other. It's us doing it to us. There's no reason for us to be this self-destructive to each other. There's no reason for us to want to always harm and fight and destroy each other's shit. And we're not the ones saying, hold on, wait a minute, stop, bitch. Nobody does it. We just sit around and watch it. And the minute a white person do it, the minute the police step in to stop it, it's the most racist thing that has ever happened. We tired of being treated like this. We tired of the systemic racism, and they gotta go defund the police, and everybody gotta go get rid of it. We want reparations, and not to mention the cherry on top, we gonna sue and get this settlement. That's what it all comes down to. We kill each other, we tear up each other, we hurt each other, we destroy our communities, we destroy our own property, and then the two things we talk about is what? Lawsuits and GoFundMe. Somebody giving me something. That's all we want to do. That's how we get paid. We can die, we can put ourselves, we can put our sons, we can put our daughters in the worst situations possible if the outcome is this. I get a GoFundMe or I get a lawsuit. And don't fuck around and let me be in a position where I can get both. I'll get the GoFundMe to tie me over until my lawsuit comes. Shout out to all my truckers. Shout out to all my truckers out there. I see you out there, King Cardell. Y'all be safe out there on that road. Shout out to Trucker C as well. Y'all be safe out there. Make sure you're getting your sleeps. Yeah, I said sleeps. Not humans have devolved. Niggas have, Deb. Niggas have devolved. We're the ones that are championing this destructive behavior. And we're the ones that's making sure that we're doing it to each other. And that's all I have to say about that. Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah, I didn't know that you was Trucker C. Okay, I got you, brother. But I just wanted to show that. I just wanted to talk about the mayor of Chicago and just the new lows that she's sinking to and how she's carrying herself. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Right. How come ain't nobody kicking draws in their ashes? How come ain't nobody kicking draws in their ashes about this? This is ridiculous, man. And it's like, we see this all the time. It was just one of those things where I'm just like, I was so shocked at the fact that nobody was in a position to even try to stop this shit. Nobody called the police. They were out there for a good 5 minutes at least. Nobody called the police. They just tore shit up and rammed into each other's cars. And the only thing that we could do is film it. Pull out our camera phones and record the shit. That's all we do. That is all we do when a situation where people can literally get hurt, people can die, people can get gravely injured, people can lose their life. All we gonna do is just record the shit happen. That's all we want to do. Fuck getting the police involved to stop it. Fuck that. We just gonna record this shit and upload it. And I'm just telling you like this. If I look at this and it makes me not give a fuck about niggas, I could imagine what people from other races look at and what they think when they see this, when they look at it. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I know it was a late show. I will be back to do a show tomorrow. I got a good show. I'm gonna talk about the director from the Black Panther, that Ryan Coogler. I said Coogler. That's the dude from The Shy. That's funny. But I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow and break that down. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting. Thank you guys. Please click that like button. If this is your first time seeing this, click the subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this. Give me your thoughts on it. I mean, if you think I'm wrong, please feel free to put it in the comment section on the channel. But I'm just telling you like this, man. These are the reasons why when we see stuff like this, why people don't give a fuck about niggas. When you talk about Black Lives Matter, you tell me, do they? Do they? A pregnant woman that puts her life and her child's life in danger over what? Nothing. You tell me if you think they lives matter, because I just don't. I can't. I really can't. And I'm not making no excuses for these hoes. I'm not making the excuse that you don't know what she been through. I'm not making the excuse of what her mentality is like. I'm not making the excuse that she mentally ill. I'm not making no excuses for this type of bad, ignorant, dumbass behavior. This is fucking ridiculous. It wasn't like she hit the lady and then left. Nope. She circled around that motherfucker 3-4 times, ran the bitch car 3-4 times, and then knocked out a fucking fire hydrant for what? Right. Mr. Maxwell says, purge anyone? I'm telling you right now, I would have loved to have been on a rooftop and just sitting there and seeing this shit happen and then hear this. I'd have opened fire on every last one of them. Yep. I would have opened fire on every last one of them motherfuckers. That's all I was waiting to hear. Because ain't none of them motherfuckers down there deserve to continue on. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe. Like my man ABL says. But y'all go ahead and click the like button. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Like I said, this was disgraceful, man. I'm tired of seeing us do this to us, period. So thank you guys. Y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Till next time, peace, and I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff, anything that's happening. I'm willing to have a conversation about it, so come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do.
Yes,
so
right.
Come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.